G'day folks. Well, there she is. She's pretty much ready to install. She went together well, guys. By geez, I tell you what, I think this little motor's gonna absolutely, I'll tell you now, I've been thinking about it too, guys. I have been really thinking about it. In the last videos, probably about a month or so ago, I was rambling on about how the torque is, how beneficial it can be. Well, it is, and it's fantastic. This little 355 stroker put out an incredible amount of torque. It was brutal, it really was. But, now I say but, for circuit racing, I don't know so much now. I'm actually starting to think that this little 5 litre motor with not quite as much torque as the 355 will developed, but I think this is going to be a little bit more revvy, if you understand what I mean. So once it ramps up on boost, it's really going to pull like a train, you know what I mean? Just really, just get going, but just be so smooth in the power delivery. Whereas this one was so aggressive, it was just brutal. It really was. Almost to the point with the tyres that I was running, a little bit unmanageable. I think this one will be more linear. So as we get up in the boost, around your sort of 3.5, 3.4, 3.5, I think right through it's just going to be unbelievable. Just really just pull but not go off the show. But once it sort of pulls up around 5,000-6,000 revs, I think that's when it's really going to shine, this thing. So I think I'm actually going to be quicker with this 5 litre versus that 355. I really struggled to drive that, you know, hard. And that was only on 7 pounds, you know, too. That's ridiculous, you know. Whereas this one, we most likely step up to 12 pound and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm feeling this is going to be a better motor for me. And if it's a wing, guys, if this motor's absolutely more suited to my needs, crazy as it sounds, I just may go back to a stock stroke block. But if it's not going to deliver as much as I really want, we'll go stick with the 355. So this will be a bit of a learning phase. It'll be very interesting because at the end of the day, torque's a great thing and it's fantastic. Trust me, it is. It's one of the best feelings ever. But sometimes if you can't get it to the ground and it's a bit hard on all your drivetrain and you're driving, trying to control that, you're not actually quick, you're quite slow. So, and it proved that those other vids when I showed you there when I was driving very aggressive, I was actually slow as anything down there. You know, 3 to 4 seconds slower than I have been when you come out of the corners, a lot smoother and into the corners. So it'll be interesting, guys, to say the least. Yes. All right, I'll show you what I'm going to do with the manifold too. I'm going to, this is Blair's little trick. I'm actually going to run the water from the rear of the heads. I've got 2 openings here, and then I'm going to branch them, run them around, and then I'm going to run them into the front here. So we're getting a good circulation of water through the heads. We're not having they reckon a steam pocket effect, where it can sort of, the water can't go anywhere and it sort of bubbles up in here and creates issues. So if we can get a nice flow of water circulating right through the heads, now that'll be a good thing, you know. So yes, I'm actually thinking, guys, what's your thought on it? Have a look at that. I've actually die grinded. I've still got to do a little bit more to it, but how would that look if I die grinded and took the casting, sort of that, off the manifold? Clean this up, sort of blend it in a bit more, clean all that out, clean these up, get sort of rid of them and sort of elongate them a bit more so I can have a nice bit of a airflow through the secondary because that's an actual air pocket. And just sort of generally clean it right up and make it look sort of new again. That's sort of the best I can do with it, but I don't think it'd take too long if I sort of just got in there and cleaned him up with the grinder. Sort of take off these little lumps here and there and sort of just smoothed him up. I think it'll look quite nice. Yeah, just let me know on your thoughts on that one, guys. I reckon it'd be right. I've got a pretty good little die grinder, I'll show you. He's only a cheapie. This is my little Weldon Bay here too, look, you probably haven't seen it. This is only a cheapie. It's a little Ryobi, but get this, the tip, the carbide tip in that is 80 bucks worth, and the die grinder itself was only about 45 or 50 bucks. It doesn't make sense, does it? But that's the way it is. Yeah. Yeah, and I thought we'll clean it up with that one. And God, it's a ripper, that thing. And yeah, anyway. So yeah, so we're getting very close. I just need to, I just want to put a little bit of paint in there, guys, just sort of freshen him up a little bit with some black and sort of make it a bit more presentable. Because I took the battery tray out too, I'll sort of clean him up. And yeah, we'll pop the engine in very soon. Very soon. Alright folks, well that's my little snap update for now. I'll pop one up very soon because I want to have a talk about something else, but I'll do it on another vid. Alright folks, catch you later.